think we're not. It's going to be really close. Come on. Abomination. Go. Yes, we did it. Amazing. Okay. What an amazing showcase. So you got to see her directly compared against Comet. I'm excited. That's a tough team to beat, man.
Fastidious.
Fastidious.
How the heck are you guys? I'm Fastidious, and welcome to day 52 on our grind for glory. That is our absolute quest to obliterate and incinerate the Nightmare 4 guild boss. But today is Morrigan Day. Can you believe it? We pulled her 3 days ago. Oh, no! Maybe I'm crazy, and I still haven't built her and tested her. I've been waiting for the perfect moment, and the perfect moment is now. So let's go to our heroes. I have everything ready. We're gonna do some testing with her today. I think there's no better place than the AoE DPS arena, which is live right now. So it should be really perfect. I've already put my best gear on my account on her. You see, I already got her to 5 stars, 5 stars of promotion. I was saving the best parts, the most fun parts to do live here on the recording with you guys. So let's start her up. I know there's no event live right now, but I think we'll be a-okay. There we go. We finally have our 6-star legendary lord. It's so cool, and we can promote her. Come on, honey. Welcome to the 6-star promotion club. She's the coolest looking champion in the game. Let me know what you guys think. Get in the comments and tell me who you think is the coolest champion design. I think for me, it's her or Volca, but oh my God. Babe of a champion and so cool. I love it. So we'll review her once we test her. So this is my plan, guys. I have a pretty good AoE DPS arena team, not the best. Morrigan should help in a pretty major way. My current team, I'll shout it out right now. We run a 3-man Nightmare squad, so we bring Wrath as our lead. He's in pretty good gear. I haven't fully leveled up everything. We'll wait for the event, for the Forge event, what do they call it? The Blacksmith event, whatever it is. Tales from the something. Tales from the Smith, that's what it is. But yeah, there's our Wrath. He's pretty good. Got a pretty nice juicy build on Abomination. We got a solid build here featuring a nice insight set on our Arrogance, but the star of the show typically, oh, and then of course we bring Dolores. She has officially replaced Autumn for us. Autumn is still as good as ever, it's just Dolores is on another level. We got her in a nice Glacier set. And the star of the show is typically Comet. Where did Comet's gear go? Well, I moved my best set around, as you guys know. It's currently on Morrigan. So she's got a pretty healthy build already, 57,500 BP. If we go to skills, I went to the point of crystals, but I'm out of crystals. Once I finish skilling up Comet, I believe I have 3 skill ups or 4 skill ups left. I've been very unlucky with the ultimate. Then I'll move on to Morrigan. So this will be a pretty fair, realistic build, kind of similar to what you saw me do with her on the test server. I'm really excited to bring her right in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run her in the arena 1 or 2 times. I think I have full arena tokens. I think it should have just ticked up to max. And we're gonna do this. And then I was thinking we take all the gear off, we put her on Comet, and we see who performed better. My prediction is Comet's gonna put out bigger numbers. Comet's ult is tremendous. However, there is a downside to Comet's ult. If you don't have a Raiden and you don't have a Venoma, I have neither. The cost is tremendous, and I have not maxed out the ultimate. So it's 1,300 cost. Now let's compare that to Morrigan, who I haven't maxed this out either. However, I was able to land two skill ups in her ult already. So it's only 550 cost. It's gonna be amazing if we can get one more, just a 500 cost thing. She's nice initial cost. I think she's gonna really, really shine here with that low cost and just keep spamming stuff out. So without further ado, let's bring her on in. Let's try her out. So we got the AoE DPS arena. And yeah, who should we take on? Should we take on this nasty team right here? Should we just go for it? I could totally lose, guys. This is a 253k team. We're 257. Probably will go down slightly when we put Morrigan in instead of Comet. Yeah, the Hatsit is such a problem in this, and they also have an A1 Comet, but I say let's just try it out. Why not? So Comet, you're gonna take a seat on the bench. Let's get Mommy Morrigan in there. Oh, and you know what? We can't get her up to 60, but oh, we can. Sweet. And she's up to 60. How beautiful is that? So she's fully maxed out. 61.4k BP. That is no joke. She's the real deal. Unfortunately, Wrath is going to take a seat on the bench. So maybe, you know what we're probably going to prove here, guys? We're probably going to take Wrath out altogether. and then run Morrigan and Comet together. That's probably where this team is going to end up. Or maybe we'll get Laurel in there for some Rage Mage action. But for now, we'll just stick to the team as I said. I am going to switch the Lord really so we can take as much advantage as possible with, actually keep it all else equal. No, we're not going to put her at Lord yet. We'll try that at the very end when we run her with Comet. Okay, let's hop into the fight. Almost 300k BP now for us. This is a very difficult team, guys. They are stacked, absolutely stacked. All right, so I'll just talk you through my strategy. This won't be a proper guide or walkthrough as I've done with other arena stages. We'll save that for later until I have what I think is my best strategy. However, this is what I do. I take my Abomination, I face him up. So if anyone sneaks around, it's not a problem. Now I wait, the second Dolores is ready, I'm gonna drop her, let her load up. And this first round, especially against a Hatset, I'm kind of planning on, I don't want to lose, but I'm expecting to lose. It's okay, let's just hope Abomination does his best. Looks like he very much is. I wish he was able to kill one more, so we're gonna take 3 dots of damage. All right, pretty fine. Only lost 20%. Now we're gonna wait, we're gonna drop Morrigan, and let's see what the time up looks like. I think we'll be able to time her ultimate with Dolores, but I'm gonna trigger Dolores as soon as the enemies get there. Let's trigger and let's see what Morrigan can do. Pretty cool stuff. She's about to trigger the ultimate. Let's see if we even get a chance against this Hatset. No, we took care of everything else, but let's drop Arrogance there. So that's why I point Abomination up. But we put up a decent fight against a really good team. So with only 1 dot of damage, it should be pretty close still. We'll go down to about 50, 59. So by the time we drop our Wrath, I think we should be in business to maybe take a W here. You can see this is the difference between Morrigan and Comet. She triggered her ult, and it's already halfway up around for the next round. Comet, I only really get a chance to do it once unless the battle's incredibly long. That would be different if we were able to get a raid in. I do point my Wrath down if you're curious, we get this nice little zigzag pattern with Abomination dealing with the stragglers. These people will attack them from the side anyway, and then Wrath can point down as well. Let's see. We're doing a much better job. So we're obliterating them now, and we used the ultimate there because of that quick charge up. You can see all the damage Morrigan's doing. You see this little ground aura here. We're getting some major ground effect, and German on German, expat on, I'm assuming a German national. I think the expat might come out on top, and that's going to be on the back of Mommy Morrigan. That sounded bad. Okay, let's see what we got here. And before we can even take these down with an extra trigger of Dolores' aura, we did get the win thanks to these little rat wolves, whatever, taking them down. Let's head into those stats and see how we did. Pretty tough team though. They didn't have the best idea. They just went straight DPS across the board. Should really bring some kind of support, I would say. And you can see, so always my Abomination tends to do the best because he's the first guy out and he's taking on the most aggro from the enemies. But Morrigan's right there behind him and blowing Arrogance out of the water. These are very, very solid numbers. She is exceptionally good at this arena with that low ult cost. Let's bring her into a different battle. We'll run the same strategy. Let's see if we can find an even harder team. I find Valkyra very, very difficult. This could be a really tough team. Their Maul is only a 2, though. Here's a Virna and a Comet team. Should we just do absolute balls to the wall and just try a team like this? This is going to be a tough team. Again, not the greatest strat. I don't love these Mari strats. I don't know how much they help for this kind of arena, especially at these high levels. Granted, the week just turned over, so we're not an Overlord, but should still be stiff competition. All right, same thing as before. We're going to get our Abomination ready. Let's point that bad boy up. All right, let's get Dolores down as soon as possible. We shouldn't have the same amount of trouble unless their Comet is very, very potent. Yeah, we should be able to, it should be a lot closer. I expect to lose this again, but probably not oh no, exactly 3 dots again. So, like I said, I usually do lose the first round. Guys, it's not all about just dominating every round. It's about being strategic, but we're even there because because Abomination's, he's in the artifact that lets him block an extra person. We're mitigating a lot of damage that he's taking instead of it going to the portal. And you can see there, even though they won the round, they're taking a lot of direct damage to the portal. So let's drop Morrigan. Let's get ready to trigger. Let's trigger Dolores now that everyone's in view. It's kind of going to be up to Abomination again, I think. You can see we're getting pretty solid numbers. Oh, crazy. Virna's so good at this fight. This is going to be really tough for us. That's going to be a ton of damage against us, guys. Oof. Oh, God. Virna's cracked. That 35% thing, those instant deaths, that is cracked. Morrigan's ready, at least with the ult. Let's see what we can do. Seen some big numbers at least, but can we compete with Virna? I don't think so, especially without Morrigan in the Lord slot. We're taking a lot of damage on. At least we're putting up a slightly better fight. I'll point Rat this way just so we can see if we can win 1 round. We got it close, but we couldn't. Comet and Virna is a deadly combination for sure in the AoE arena. we'll give it our best here, guys. We'll trigger Dolores. We'll try to be strategic. Morrigan's going to be loaded up. So again, a nice little showcase of how quickly she regens these ults compared to some of the other more costly rage units in the game. Let's trigger and let's see. Any direct damage and we're going to melt away. And now we do indeed melt away. And we fall. This isn't going to be the perfect team, guys. Like I said, AoE DPS certainly is, if not my worst, my second worst of the arena classes or the arena types. However, it's still a nice little test there. And let's see, Morrigan out-damaged our Abomination. So that's pretty healthy. I think we've seen enough that it's time. I head in here, I'll do a quick cut, but I'm gonna throw all that best gear I have, that nice curse set, I'm gonna throw all that onto Comet, and we'll run, maybe let's fight that exact same team. Actually, no, we're gonna lose. We'll fight another team, but we'll see how Comet does. We'll do a quick little comparison, and then maybe we'll do a super team, putting Morrigan in the lead slot, taking out Wrath, and putting Morrigan and Comet on the same team together. All right, guys, you can see I put the same exact gear right on Comet. Morrigan is now stripped, and I had to think about it while I did the re-gear. Let's do the exact same fight. If I take an L, I take an L. It's only Tuesday. We got plenty of time to climb to Overlord. This will be the best source of one-on-one comparison, right? So we might as well do it. So Comet is in. You can see our BP is slightly lower now, I believe, right? I mean, Morrigan is a Lord. You might expect that. She gets nice little bonuses, I'm sure, in terms of BP by being a really badass Lord. All right, let's do the exact same deployments. Let's try to keep this, you know, we had our control, now we have our test, or maybe vice versa, but we want an exactly equal comparison. I'll do all the same deployments. So here's Dolores. Let's get her out quick. Comet also is 19 cost, guys, so that's a bit more difficult. And for sure, there might be a strategy once we switch away from this Nightmare team that we want to just get our AoE mages out bright and early, like the way they're doing it. But for now, I just want to stick with this strategy just for consistency's sake. But don't think that that idea is lost on me, because it is something, of course, I'm considering. And definitely once we get more ults, more skill ups into Comet's ult, then that's something we can think about a lot. Wow, that Virna's it's just not fair. It's really just not fair. That is a ton of dots. Oh my God. So there you can see we suffered because Comet is higher cost. Wow, Virna. This is turning into an accidental Virna showcase. She is ridiculous. You can see Comet's ult still isn't ready. That is a big problem for us. I will trigger it the second it's ready, but I think this round is going to be an L as well. Hashtag L as well. Oh my God. Oh no, we cranked a W. So Comet's ult is potent. So I think the conclusion here is we're going to need to run these two bad boys together. Keep in mind, guys, for an absolute control sake, we did not run Morrigan. I just want to reiterate, we're still running Wrath in the Lord slot. So Morrigan, of course, would have done more damage and been more successful with that. We also might have to think, hey, if we're going to run this team with Morrigan in the lead instead of Wrath, we got to bring some CC, some crowd control effect in there to change status effects and get the full benefit of her Lord skill. We put up a much better fight there. It was pretty solid. Comet's strong for sure. For sure. And it was actually close. So you know what we're probably gonna do now? The ultimate test. I think you know what I'm gonna say. We gotta try them both together against this same Russian team and just see if we can beat them. All right, so I think what I'll do is I'll put a new set on Morrigan. I actually have a set in mind. If you guys are familiar, let me go to my thing, and I won't show the full re-gear in the video just to save time, but I do have a nice insight set. It's not amazing, but if you're familiar with the insight set, let me show you. Excuse me, the wisdom, that's what I meant. So if you're familiar with the wisdom set, let me just show you. After using the ultimate, increases damage by 35% for 10 seconds. Like I said, if this is an amazing set for champions with a low rage cost on their ultimate. And as we saw, hers is only 550. It works really well. Unfortunately, this isn't going to be the best set in the world because I don't have the best insight gear yet, but it could be a cool thing just to test out, highlight a new set, good stuff like that. All right, I'll finish the re-gear and we'll cut right back in. All right, there you go, guys. Morrigan is in a brand new set. As you can see, we did not have all mythic pieces that were solid from the wisdom set. However, we did have these two nice ancient legendary pieces, pretty solid, as you can see. Not amazing, but we have a mid-tier little attack bonus with a solid crit rate roll here on a mythic ring. And then I actually took the Calamity weapon and Calamity breastplate, which are pretty solid, from Wrath. Since he's not in the battle anymore, we don't need him as a Lord. We're using Morrigan as the Lord. So let's hop right into a battle. Let's take on that nasty team. Let's see if they're going to beat us 3 times in a row. I think it's pretty likely, but it'd be pretty fun if we pull this off. So I set the team up already. Let's go in there and try it out. All right, I think I will change a couple deployments. I think I'm gonna get Morrigan out first. Let me 1x this because I need to think exactly on how we can spread this out strategically to take advantage of Dolores. I guess we'll put Dolores here, right? And then we can put Comet and Morrigan there. So probably that's the plan. Okay, so I'm not gonna do Abomination first. I will do Dolores. Not Dolores, excuse me, I'll do Morrigan. That's the point of this video, right? All right, we'll get her down here. We'll put Comet next to her, but first we will get Dolores down there. So we shall see. I think, of course, we'll still lose this first round, but doing pretty good. I think we were losing by 3 before. We lose by 3 again. It's the same thing every time, but the damage was looking pretty good, slightly better than what Abomination was doing. And keep in mind, guys, before we were down to like 79%, now it's like 68, 69% because we didn't have any of the damage mitigation from Abomination. That being said, I'm going to just stick with this all AoE thing to try to compete with their Comet and Virna. The second we get into view, I'm going to trigger, even though we don't have ults up, and let's just hope we can get some big damage. It looks pretty big, but guys, we know how nasty that Virna is. The second she comes down, essentially, it's crazy. Only 2 dots there, so we didn't take the crazy damage we had taken earlier. I'm a little bit hopeful. Maybe we have an outside shot, especially once Comet loads up here. You see Morrigan's already loaded up again, so she goes quick. We'll point Abomination up since that is, we're pointing him up there since that's a spot Comet isn't covering now. And let's see if we trigger him right away. Can we beat their Virna? Come on, come on. Should get some big stuff. Come on, guys. We got it. We got it. We beat him. We beat him in a round. I guess we beat him in that round too, but that should make it pretty even. Okay, we're down by only 2.3%. Pretty solid. And maybe we've got a shot here. Morrigan's going to load up. Dolores is almost ready. That's kind of huge for us that Dolores is almost ready. Unfortunately, I should have obviously, this is a mistake, guys. I'm not perfect. This is the first time I'm trying this comp. I should have obviously put Arrogance here. There's no benefit to having him here instead of here since Abomination's covering that tile. Trigger. The point is he's not in the aura of Dolores, unfortunately. However, maybe we have a shot here. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. I think we're not going to get it. I think we're not. It's going to be really close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Abomination. Go, 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 go. Yes, we did it. Amazing. Okay, what an amazing showcase. So you got to see her directly compared against Comet. I'm excited. That's a tough team to beat, man. We beat the Russians. Let's go. Cold War, 1 point for the Americans. Just a joke. But you can see there, guys, pretty cool. Let's compare the damage between Comet and Morrigan. Pretty darn close. That's closer than I would have thought. Keep in mind, we were not getting the full benefit. I mean, actually, we are getting some benefit. I'm big brain. We do have an A1 Abomination now, so we're getting some stuns. So we're getting some benefit from the Lord skill of Morrigan, in which she puts out an extra 30% DPS to CC'd units, to crowd-controlled units. They're still giving Comet the MVP, but this is a really nice team we've got going now. I'm pretty happy with it. You can see that Virna is nasty, the Comet is nasty, but we pulled out the W. That's a great place to end the video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you got Morrigan, if you hate me because I got Morrigan. I'd love to know what you guys think. Do you agree? Is she like the most beautiful champion in the game? Is she the coolest champion in the game? Like this crown, the glowing purple, the veil, the whole thing. The whole thing is working for me. It's awesome. Let's trigger that cinematic while we close out. If you like the video, guys, please drop a like. If you want to comment, I highly suggest you do so. Share it if you want to share it. I've been Fastidious. I'll see you in the next one.
Fastidious.